I'm joined with Becky Bridges, who's from May I Finance.
My clients are parents, really, that are either in new startup businesses or struggling. They're struggling with that family work-life balance. It's took me a while to get to that point, to find that niche, but I really feel I'm comfortable with that at the minute. So those clients are coming to me with a bit of a chaos, really. A lot of it stems from that juggle with family or the lack of bookkeeping experience, not being able to organise very well at work. They're great at home, but work always goes on the back burner and they're struggling and doing things in the evening. I've really felt that I've been able to best help those people because I've been there myself. Sometimes still get to that point every now and then. It's not a particular industry for me with them. In terms of the services that I provide, it's a little bit of everything, from mindset coaching to helping get systems and processes up and running, fixing all past bookkeeping problems that they might have had. VAT seems to be a big issue at the minute. So a lot of it, I call it chaos cleanup. So it touches base on everything really with that. And then just probably the last 6 to 12 months, I've started to keep these clients as regular small bookkeeping clients.
What was like the main reason that you had for looking for some help and support?
A couple of things really that all grouped together. The main one was confidence for me. So I'm really confident in finding problems and solutions for other people. I always have been. I worked in corporate before. I'm very good at seeing things and being able to draw out of people what that means and what the solutions might be. But then I found that starting my own business, I was really struggling to find a plan, a flow, a way forward. I think a lot of that was just taking any work that came my way. So I'd made the big decision to start to work for myself. And I thought about the things that I was good at, but that was practical tasks like the bookkeeping, being able to deal with messy data and all that kind of stuff. And I just took any work that came through the door. No real direction. It was just whoever'd pay really, and whatever they needed, I seemed to do. So it just seemed a bit chaotic myself. There didn't seem to be any flow. And then it was the boot camp actually that I did with you guys. I just started to feel something click with the people, and almost like I could see a progression on a mental tick list. And that just, then I realized that I actually needed, not only was I helping other people, but I needed that mentoring and accountability myself. Because one of the biggest things that I did find working for myself is being accountable to somebody, finding myself in coffee shops at 10 o'clock in the morning because there was no boss to tell me that I couldn't. And there's nobody knocking on your door asking when this piece of work's going to be done and when that piece of work's going to be done. And also having that mentor to bounce ideas off. It became very lonely very quick. And then when I did the boot camp, I met some incredible people and it all just started to fit in place. So I didn't go looking for a program like yours. It just happened with the boot camp. I can't even remember what drew me in to sign up for the boot camp. It's quite a while ago, but I'm glad I did. And that just natural progression to purchasing a 6 month success program. Purchased a lot of programs. I'd signed up for these type of courses, but I just didn't finish. There was no real, you start a course or you purchase something and you've got a fire in your belly and you think it's going to be amazing and it's going to be different this time because you book things in and you're definitely going to make the time, and then you don't. And I think it's because the mentoring tails off and there's no real support there once you've purchased a program. So I have tried others, none as specific to bookkeeping as yours, but they just didn't work for obvious reasons. And my personality is a big part of that. Like I mentioned, I obviously need that accountability, and I've come to accept that, which is why I think your program was so successful for me, because you've got that constant progression check. There's the community where you're all speaking about each other's progress and weaknesses and strengths, and the community itself. So just all of that together made this one to stick with, really.
And can I ask, have you finished the program?
I have, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The
first one I finished. Yeah, I did. And what I like about it as well is that it's very easy to go, with the way it's structured, it's very easy to go back and dip in. Obviously, I remember that there was something in there about a particular topic. I can go back in because we've got that lifetime access. and it's there, and it's structured in a way where I'm not having to scroll around for ages. It's almost like just a library really of things to go back and just revisit and refresh and give us that confidence again.
What do you think it was that helped you to finish the program? Was there like something specific and making you feel that you needed to get there, or what was it?
Probably a couple of things together. The other people on the program, that support network, being reminded with the progress emails that you send, that always keeps it at the forefront of that. And then obviously you've got the progression posts in the group, so that kind of kept it at the forefront. But also it actually working as I went through the program. It's not such the other programs that I've done, you can binge watch and then don't do anything with it. But the success program structured in a way where, as I was going through the course, I was implementing these things and they were having a positive effect. I wanted to do the next bit. So that inevitably, just chipping away at it bit by bit, and me being able to apply these things have got me to the end of the course, really. So I'm glad.
Oh, well done. That's amazing. If you don't mind sharing with me, what have your results been from the program so far?
Financially, or
however you measure success? I think that's one of the important things. Like for everyone, it's different. So yeah, what's changed in your business from where you were when we started working together?
My confidence level's probably the biggest. So two things that I realized underpinned me holding myself back from what I deemed to be successful was my confidence that the imposter syndrome was there. Even though recurrently I'm helping people and I'm doing the job, I always felt still like a little bit of a fraud. Like, I'm not really, why would people ask me to help them do this? So the confidence, the mindset I was in then compared to now, I know, and I really want to go out and help people because I know I'm good at what I do. And I want to go out and scream from the rooftops and get these people on board so that I can help them, so they can start to have the life that I'm starting to enjoy. And the money mindset. So even though that's not really bookkeeping related, that was a big issue for me. My background story, I'm a social housing kind of kid, and they always say you have to be careful the story that you tell because you get stuck in that mindset. And I didn't realize until we started doing the fluffy work, as I call it, with you guys around mindset and confidence, that those two things were really holding me back. Now I'm starting to get over those. I'm starting to see that the success, and for me, success is being flexible with my family. I can work. We've just started the summer holidays and I'm not worried. I don't need to be asking anybody for time off. I can work from the caravan. I onboard my clients in a way where they're fully aware of the situation that I'm in, not a situation that the way that I work. We're not an office that's 9 to 5, but that also works for my clients because they're also busy in the day. So I can have Zooms at home at 6 p.m. because I had all morning off with the kids. So being successful for me is being happy and guilt-free around being a working mom, really.
Oh, yeah.
But I am still working towards that 6-figure revenue. And I don't think I'm far off. I think early next year, I might touch that. And then I'll move it to 6-figure profit. Whereas when I started this journey, the idea of me being a 6-figure anything was just, I never even thought it was. I know I bought the program, but I didn't think I'd be a 6-figure bookkeeper or 6-figure anything. So to know now confidently, I can say I will achieve that, and then I'm going to have to look at a 6-figure profit to move that goal on. It's good. That's success isn't just financial for me, as I said. It's all the other things that make us not dread going to work in the morning.
Yeah. I'm really impressed, and it's so great to hear this. And you're right, it's the balance of all of the things. So I was going to say to you, how has the change in your confidence and having that security and flexibility changed life outside of the business as well? What's different now?
It's just, I wouldn't say it's stress-free because I don't think having kids is stress-free, but I feel more in control. And that's something that I've not felt for a long time, especially in corporate at the beginning of my business, because I'm not that old. It's only September 2020 that I decided to start working for myself. So being in control is worth more than anything else that I could actually pin that on, and being able to be there for the children. My son left juniors yesterday and it was his prom, and I managed to just slide some things around and I helped with prom, and we were able to get where I needed to be on time, and I'm leaving early today so that we can do the last pickup and I can have his pictures with his friends. And they've had all the plays and all that kind of stuff, and the last minute shopping for the teacher presents, because they always wait the last minute to decide what they want. All of that, even though the little things, what many others probably wouldn't deem as being successful or really helping out, but that matters to me, and it matters for the kids because I'm there, and I missed a lot when they were younger. So it's made a massive difference, and I just wish I'd found this 10 years ago. That's where I am with it.
Well done. Tell me about, there are lots of other accountancy and bookkeeper coaches and other programs and memberships to support bookkeepers and accountants. What do you think is different about the way that we do this?
I think it's you two as real people and being relatable that I think is, for me, what makes it a big success, because then your ideal clients that you're drawing into the course are also then relatable to me as well. So it's not just the course that I found people to work with for business. I found new friends through the course, all relatable to me in some way. And that then stops it from being lonely as well. Because when you start your own businesses, I'm sure many other people either have felt or feel now, it's quite lonely when you're either working from home. I worked from home for quite a while before I moved into my new office. Having those other people to soundboard off, especially if you're having a bit of dip in confidence, that I got that quite quick from both your free groups. I was in that before, how people were working together on the boot camp, and then immediately from purchasing the success program, that's where it was for me. It just all felt, and I think that's why it was successful for me, because of all of those things coming together, and I finished it, so I stuck with it. So I think that's what makes it different for me. Just how relatable probably is the one word I'd sum that up to.